season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tannehill got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Here's Tannehill, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run now with Ware. And an alley to run. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. So now it's first and goal, and they'll run it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come up in an offset eye. Second down, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And throw right side complete to Parker. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Thomas. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And it's now 4th and 3. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete here on third down. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. Now fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Thomas. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in by Harris. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, Tannehill. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
after all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's brought down. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw is Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great lead, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he has Carew. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Again, Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To the air again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jay Howard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He's got time. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Over the middle, able to find Carew. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The throw on second down is Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think if Dolphin was able to fall on it, yes, they'll keep possession here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On second down, here's Tannehill. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Tannehill on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he has Carew. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Tannehill throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 2nd down following the run. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing one out for Mack. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that one results in 35 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A strong running. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Tannehill. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.